One kidnapping too many. Following another rounds of abduction in some parts of the country, bandits have abducted the Anglican Bishop of Jeba Diocese in Kwara State, Right Reverend Adeyinka Oluwaseun Aderoba, his wife and driver, at an isolated area along the new Oyo-Gbomosho Expressway. The kidnappers are demanding a ransom of 50 million naira for their release. In a related development, gunmen have abducted another cleric, Reverend Father James Kantoma, a Catholic priest in charge of St. Anthony's Parish, Agware community in Jos East Local Government Area of Plateau State. He was abducted from his house by the gunmen in the early hours of Monday. Have clerics now become endangered species in the country? Big Hill.
It's terrible when bandits come to your house, your own house, and whisk you away. It's bad enough when these things happen on our highways. But as we have seen with the story emanating from Plateau State, they actually went to his house to abduct him. So where else can Nigerians hide? If people cannot stay in their homes and believe that they are free from the activities of bandits, of kidnappers, then it's very bad. No one is safe anymore. Nowhere else is safe. Because home, look, if you even look at the definition of home, it's not where a man will feel threatened.
There should be a sense of tranquility.
It is a place where you lay your head after a hard day's work. But if you can't be sure that even right inside your house, you could be kidnapped. Do you know, I remember one of Nigeria's foremost writers who was kidnapped in Port Harcourt. They came through his roof. And this person that they came to kidnap is not somebody who had money. They had money. Sometimes they too don't even get their intelligence right. They came through the roof. To abduct a very old man. What is going on? At every point. Once they had, look at the story of the Methodist prelate. I tell you, even his story will encourage some more gunmen to go after pastors. In Kaduna, they kidnapped so many pastors. They targeted even Christian school. And the Baptist Convention paid in excess of 100 million to secure the release of those students.
What is the reason for that portion to be able to, go after people, men of God?
Yeah, because they would then think that some churchgoers, some members of their church who have means would rally around and raise the money. That's where I was headed, that the story of the Methodist prelate that was kidnapped, his story would even encourage more of their ilk to come after Christian clerics. Because not only was 800 million raised in quick fire time, that such a humongous sum of money could even be raised. It's something that will normally encourage them that, look, if we get this kind of people, we can be sure that they'll be able to pay, because they look for the money and they paid in quick time. So, look, that highway, the Gbomosho, normally, yes, it's not always busy, because many vehicles still use the alternative route, especially the trailers and the rest of them. But it's always been seen to be safe.
Southwest, in general.
Now the activities of, even in Kwara now, you are seeing them increasingly moving into Kwara. Kwara North, because Kwara North now does not appear to be safe. So it could be bandits from Niger, which shares boundary with Kwara, that are now seeping into Kwara. Because these things were literally unheard of in Kwara.
Yeah.
And even some parts of the southwest.
Well, Sam, would we be deceiving ourselves if we still think, as against some parts of the north, the southwest is still relatively safe?
I mean, what the figures are telling us basically is that no part of this country is safe anymore. From the northwest to the northeast to north central to southwest to southeast. I mean, how far is Lagos from where this incident happened? We probably on the steady drive, 5 hours or less than 6 hours. I mean, this level of criminality is just next door, and that's the truth. And what we have here, yes, there's a temptation to brand these, targeted killings, but what I see is an industry. That's what I see. It's just growing because it takes nothing to get in there. You get in there, you make so much money. Jide just talked about how much was made by these guys in less than 3 or 4 days.
As a matter of fact, they're also asking for 50 million naira ransom, which is not even easy to come by.
It's all over the place. In Zamfara, some guys were picked up, 30. Do you understand? It's almost on daily basis, and these are the ones that you and I get to hear about. So many
But are the bushes so large and expanse when it comes to you being able to pinpoint where they are, locate them, and decisive blow on them?
No, you see, one thing is clear here. Absolutely, on their lack of intelligence. That is one. 2, the will to want to deal with this is the other. Yes, for those of us who are very keen observers of our space, it's true that the military is spread thin, our security agencies have challenges all over the place, but again, you must have the will. And how do I mean? You have a situation where these things just go unpunished. There's this attitude of, well, it has happened, let's just forget about it. When was the last time you heard about government going after these people? I mean, the guys who were involved in the Abuja train incident are still there, nearly 3 months after.
Yes.
And so, what's the serious sign that government is interested? Do you understand? It does seem that life doesn't matter anymore. And so, citizens are asking for some seriousness on the part of government to deal with this. Make that move and let's see failure. But here, we're not even seeing any moves, as it were.
At a point, it even felt that, you are dealing with them, but now we are not seeing any movement.
And this is in spite of directives given by Mr. President.
Yeah.
Repeatedly saying go after these people. We don't see anything.
By now, he could even be tired of issuing the same directive.
So we have a serious problem on our hands. A serious country shouldn't surrender.
So we have almost given up now. When you see a bandit leader granting interviews, and the interview netting thousands and thousands of views, you sense that the people actually want to read the story or listen to a story out of curiosity or fear or both. So, what is 2G? We're talking about 2G for some time here. It's still boasting. He's boasting. His boasting has been saying that, look, nobody can stop him. Nobody. He does not fear the army.
In a country that has government that has security and all that.
And it's been there.
Well, we need to change the complexion of this conversation, but then we'll do that immediately after this short break. Do stay with us on Journalist Hangout. We'll be back.